Now focuses on what we call phase two operations. So let's be clear, what you saw over the last 3 weeks was the easy part. What's before us is going to be a mission that's going to take years. We estimate there are some 175,000 people who have been left behind who now need to be extracted from Afghanistan. So our organization, the Association of Wartime Allies, is going to be dedicated to doing that by whatever means it takes for however long it takes. We're also going to be fighting to ensure that Congress conducts a proper investigation of everything that went wrong, from why the visa program failed to move these people to the United States for years, which created a backlog that needed to be evacuated at the 11th hour, to why the Biden administration failed to move these people, going back months when we first pleaded for them to be moved. And then ultimately, we need to ensure that legislation is passed so that this type of fiasco never happens again.
Matt, I mentioned earlier the Wall Street Journal reporting that the Afghan interpreter who helped then Senator Joe Biden and others back in 2008 is now stranded in Afghanistan and wanting help. What needs to be done to help allies like that still in the country, or in your estimation, is it too late?
At this point, I hate to say it, but their fate really lays with the Taliban. We need to convince the Taliban not to kill them. We need to convince the Taliban to allow us to open up both humanitarian air and ground corridors. So air corridors would be commercial flights the Taliban allowed to fly to and from Afghanistan's active airports, and ground corridors would be, convoys protected potentially by the very Turkish military that you've been talking about might now take control of the airport. I don't have a lot of confidence in those efforts coming to fruition. I think the only fate that these people have, if there's any positive fate, is the idea that the U.S. in some clandestine, some covert means continues to try to facilitate their extraction.
You've been sounding the alarm on getting American allies out for months and months. What's the feeling now among Army veterans like yourself about what's unfolded?
I feel like a complete and total failure. To a person, those of us who've been fighting in this digital Dunkirk movement over the last couple of weeks, not a single one of us has a list of individuals in which we can all say, yeah, I got everyone I was trying to get out. I personally got 4 of the 22 that I was trying to get out. So for those of us who fought with these people and made these people a promise, it feels like we now fundamentally betrayed that promise.